Chris, hello.
Hello.
We are live everywhere in a second. Okay. I think we're all set up, Chris.
I think we're good. I think we're going to have a great show. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Great. Yay.
Okay. I'm getting a little bit of echo from you, so I've got to close my door a bit. Because you're just in the other room. Oh, here's Bernoulli. Hi, bud.
Oh, well, maybe I'll close my door.
Yep. Hello, pet enthusiasts. My name is Jason Zakowski. I'm the dog dad of Bunsen, Beaker, and Bernoulli, and the cat dad to Ginger and Bricks. My co-host with the mostest is...
Hi there, I'm Chris Zakowski. I am the dog mom to Bunsen, Beaker, and Bernoulli, the cat mom to Bricks and Ginger.
Every week in Pet Chat, we share the top stories of the week. We take your questions, and then if there's some stories you'd like to share, or if people want to come up to speak from audio, we bring them on in. So warm welcome from us to you. Welcome to Pet Chat. I'm just manning all of the social medias, so I think we're good. Okay, I have... Whoop. We can have Goober Cam here. Ready for Goober Cam?
Yes, I'm ready. Oh, look at that goober.
It's Goober Cam.
He has an ear kaboom.
Yeah, he's so cute. He comes in and he does a noodle head. There's Beaker scratching back there.
Oh yeah.
We're not in the same house because we have to have a different mic setup. We're not high tech enough to have everybody in the same room like podcast shows. Ooh, Bernoulli does smell like wet dog a bit because he was swimming in the creek.
I said he smelled a little bit bad. It's okay. He looks good.
Yeah, he's cute.
He looks good, smells bad.
Yeah.
Oh. Au revoir, ma petite bijou.
Yeah, all right. So I'm sorry about my voice. I was mowing today and I breathed in a whole bunch of dust, some grass dust. So I've been coughing all day from that. So I definitely feel it in my voice that it's definitely a little gravelly. So first off, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll do some little Q&A at the start here before we talk about the stories of the week. And then as the pets go by, I can use the secondary camera, which I've got in my other hand here to do some filming of Bernoulli. I think Beaker's left.
Bricks, you should have Bricks too.
I don't.
Bricks was with me, but now
I'm sure he's
probably around. With you. Yeah, he's probably around. Bianca says, good morning, everyone, from the cloudy future. So weather update. It's maybe cloudy in parts of Australia. Steve asks, how's everyone today? And says hi. And Tracy would like to share that the cats and I are good. They are very happy, snuggly cats. I changed to a softer blanket on my bed. They are both sleeping by me right now. So Tracy's cats, of course, are Amy and Holt, and they are tuxedo cats and super cute.
Okay, so there's some questions coming in from all of the different social medias. We're live everywhere, so it's a bit to organize. We're live on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Substack, and I think that's about it. So yeah, so let's go to this one. from Danielle. Happy birthday, Bunsen. Bunsen's birthday was on Thursday. Thank you, everybody, for wishing him a
Yes.
happy birthday. That was very cute.
He turned 9 years old.
Yeah, and he turned 9. Yeah, he's doing great. He's upstairs. And then the question is, how is Gord?
Yes. Well, there's been a marked improvement. So we're just waiting on some more tests to see how things are going. They're definitely monitoring all of his levels, all of his numbers, and talking maybe discharge on early next week or part way through next week. So we're just waiting. We're in a little bit of a holding pattern. We don't want to get too excited until we know for sure what's going on. So we can't really speak out of turn, but he's doing well.
It's a little bit to organize with Bernoulli here. Okay. Sorry, from Instagram, somebody asked, there's a nice comment from Claire, loving her connection with Bricks. Yes, I love that cat so much. Oh, Bernoulli's left, so I don't need to have this camera on nothing right now. From Instagram, Granny Maggie says, I have a new burner puppy. He is 13 weeks old, but bites all the time. Any tips? So we're not dog trainers. We can only speak to what we did because we've had puppies and they're all nippy. The best thing you can do is have a Bernese Mountain Dog be the pincushion for your little golden retriever wolf, because that's what we had for Bunsen and Beaker. Is Beaker just bit Bunsen and we didn't have to really deal with it at all. But two things: you don't want to have it be a habit. So you after that you have the puppy for a day or two, you start to not allow them to bite your hands. You say no. You play a game where there's a toy that only comes out when you're teaching bite inhibition, and if they ever bite your hand with the toy, the game stops immediately. So there's some things you can do to help with puppy nipping, but they're gonna nip. They're gonna bite. Puppies are nippy and bitey. Go ahead, Chris.
And then one thing that I discourage you from wearing is flowy clothes, because I have some like sweater shirts that were very flowy, and all of them, Bunsen especially, would so fast. I was like, how is this puppy so fast to get onto my flowy shirts and bite them and pull on them? But even today with Bernoulli, I had my sock in my hand and he went yoink, and he was playing with it like it was a play toy. And I'm like, no, this is my golden retriever sock. So I have some socks from Old Navy that have dogs on them. And I love them so much. I bought 2 6-packs of these socks. And so there's my golden retriever ones. They're navy and they have golden retrievers on them. And I love them. And some of these socks definitely went down the throat of our golden retriever because she would also chewed socks. But yeah, just I encourage you to have a play toy with that they play with, and lots of things to chew, a variety of things to chew, to get that chewing out of control under control, and then just watch, because they do have little milk teeth, so nothing too hard at first.
Yeah, and it's a work in progress. Sometimes if you say no, they take that as a game and they want to bite even harder, which is what this person's saying. So the dog eats the shirts all the time. Yeah, so probably do some bite inhibition, where if they're playing with the toy, you cry out, ouch. And then the puppy goes for a very, very small timeout, like 30 seconds, where you ignore them, and then you play again, and you do that in little short stints. Okay.
So what that game looked like for us was ouch, and then we went behind the door and the puppy was attached to a leash, so they didn't get to play with you, but then they also couldn't run away. And so then you open the door and then you can play again the minute they bite, ouch, and then close the door, because all they want to do is play with you. And then that might teach them.
Hi, Beaker.
And of course, that's a game we learned from Waggles, which is a training facility here in our community that is amazing and awesome.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Is Bunsen crying upstairs?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's a little sad. Somebody said tuxedo cats are awesome. That's great. Okay. Any other questions? Somebody's asked what's going on. This is just a live show called Pet Chat. So that's what's going on. Hi there, love Bunsen's birthday party. Yeah, we loved it too. It was great. Nope, that looks like we're all out of questions, Chris. We're all out of questions. Why is Bunsen crying? He can't, he's not coming down the stairs. So maybe the gate is closed and then he's such a good boy. If it's just closed a little bit, he won't come down. So
not because he's a good boy, because he's scared. He thinks, oh, this is me now. I can't get downstairs. It looks like I'm just the only one here now. So welcome to Pet Chat. This is where we share stories of the week.
I'm going to go help them, and then you can share a story of them.
Okay. Hello. Hi. So this is Pet Chat, where we share stories of the week that have happened with our pets. And then we open up the floor to community sharing. My name is Chris, if you're just tuning in. And my face is like super large on Instagram. So I'm going to move back and hopefully you can still hear me. I guess my story of the week is talking about Bunsen. Bunsen had a birthday and he turned 9 years old. And we just love that for him. It's so amazing. And he's such a good boy. And he was so happy to have a birthday party and have the song and be celebrated. And we just, we had a really great time with him. So that's one story of the week. And we really appreciate everybody coming out to his birthday party virtually and sharing in the joy that he brings to our followers and our listeners. You know, he's the OG Bunsen, and we've been reading through all of your comments, and we really appreciate all of your support and love for him. You know, it's been couple of years now that you know, we thought we were going to lose him 2 summers ago in August, and he survived life-threatening surgery. Oh my goodness, Jason has bricks. And so we're just so grateful to have him. You know, he survived that prototapeworm cyst surgery, and you know, he brings so many stories and with all the things that we do and he does. So I know that he strikes a chord and a connection in everybody who's a follower and maybe who's not. I was wearing my sweatshirt last night, and it's a Bunsen burner with a Bunsen burner. It's one of our original sweatshirts. And I ran into one of Jason's students. And she said, oh, I really like your sweatshirt. And I said, oh, thanks. It's a Bunsen burner with a Bunsen burner. And she's like, yeah, Mr. Zakowski. And I said, I'm Mrs. Zakowski. And she's like, oh, I'm Maya. And she's a current student. So I came home and said hi for her. And she had really nice compliments for Jason as a teacher. So that's really always nice to hear. And being spotted in the wild is always kind of wild.
There you go. I do pay the kids to say nice things about me.
You pay them in what?
I don't know. Good marks.
Yeah, there you go.
There was a good question about Bunsen's neck, and Vivian bought a moose leg. Thank you. So yeah, the moose legs are being made. So like I said, it'd be a month and a half or 2 months before they get to you, because it was a Kickstarter. So we're really excited about that. Thank you. And how's Bunsen's neck? So I think the laser stuff that you did early in the week helped him in the later week, because he looked a little stiff before it. He was getting a little stiff.
Yeah,
maybe.
so I bought it's kind of like a punch pass, several sessions of laser therapy, and initially I was going more frequently because they said if you do kind of a lot to start with and then you space it out, then it kind of ends. And then I got sick in December, and kind of everything kind of fell by the wayside. But I started taking Bunsen again, and he's such a good boy, and he just gets the laser. And as Jason said, he said, I think it might have made a little bit of a difference this week. So it's just something that we watch, and we love for Bunsen to come out on walks with us. But if we don't want to push him too hard, because there's a lot of running and jumping, and it's not just on straight pavement. It's definitely up and down the hills, and we don't want him going down a hill and hitting his like shoulders and going up to his neck. He's in the laundry room. Hi, Bunsen.
Bunsen's right here. He came.
Yeah, I know.
Bunsen, hello, buddy. Hi, bud.
You can tell it's Bunsen by the way he walks, the way he runs.
He's got a little bit of a waddle because he's older. Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of a tippy tap.
Good boy, Bunsen.
He's a good boy. He's the bestest boy.
Hi, bud. I know you're a good boy. Okay. You've been telling stories of the week while I've been gone, Chris?
I told one story about the birthday, and then I just started talking about the therapy based on the comment, and those are my two that I shared.
Yeah. We had some questions we can probably answer as we go. Perry said, loved hearing about how Bunsen inspired our social media. Yeah, I wrote about that in our Substack post. What do you teach? I teach chemistry and science. Chris is a mostly math teacher. Though you do teach some science, right?
I have taught science. Yeah.
And we talked about how Gord is doing better, but he's not home yet. So that's something. Okay. Hey guys. Okay. Watch out.
Hey.
Look up.
Oh wow, they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
So
smashing each other at the doors. So. You could let
another. Oh, sure. Okay, everybody. I'm going to go get Bunsen.
I've got Bernoulli. You can tell Bunsen is the best estimate boy. I'm not sure is the best estimate. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, but Bunsen is a good boy. Hi. Oh my God, Bernoulli. Here.
Bunsen went back upstairs.
Oh, he did? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's amazing. So another story of the week, I guess, is Bernoulli went back for training.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, on Tuesday night. So we are. Oh, hello. I have Bunsen and Beaker. Get out of there. Nope. Okay, so the children came, and they've left dishes here. And guess who found the dishes? The dogs. But there's nothing in the dishes, so it might be okay. On Tuesday, we went to doggy training. And the reason is because we want to brush up Bernoulli's level 3. And we want him to be around lots of people, like lots of exposure, in a safe place. And we've also been going out into places in town with him to just get him, more socialized. And so we're super excited. And he does so well because he wants to please. Like his little face was so happy the entire time. He doesn't have a little face. He actually has a large face. It's a very massive face that he has. Oh, there's Brixie underneath the bed.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were doing that training with him, and he was doing really, really well. And so that was Tuesday night. So it's been a whirlwind. It's been a lot to keep us busy. But you know what would we be without being busy?
Less busy.
Yeah, less busy.
I have more time for science content.
Hey, and then, oh, go ahead.
No, somebody just said they really like our science content. Yeah, it's been lacking the last couple of weeks. We've had a lot of things on our plate. So when my time is precious with teaching and marking, and I'm in a bit of a Chris and I are in a bit of a crunch time right now. So school is busy till probably like we're in the busy month to get everybody caught up. Anyways, the science content there's not as much of it. So there's not as much of it, and it's just cuter content. We dial up the cuteness because cute content doesn't take as long to plan. Anyways, somebody said there's a couple questions. Chubby K8 says, who is each pet's favorite pack member? So all the dogs love Chris the most.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah. All the dogs love Chris the most. Ginger really likes Adam because that's her person. And I think Brixie has chosen me as his person. He is really, really cuddly with me, and he sleeps on my side of the bed, which is so cute. And he jumps up for snuggles, which makes Chris really jealous. But
it actually does. It's not a great quality for me to be jealous, but I am because when we got him in November, when he was like 12 weeks old, what I did is I played a game with him called Snuggle, and I would have him in snuggling with me the entire time. And guess what happened? He loves Jason. I love bomb Bricks with toys, with treats, with cuddles, and he went meow, 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 and then jumped up on Jason today, and I just was like, oh my goodness. Like, don't you know that I bought you that little laptop computer you love?
Yeah.
Little Brixie. And he's like, I love this laptop, but I also love my dad.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's very cool. But the dogs generally glom onto Chris a little bit more than me.
Yeah.
People are saying we need another people are saying we need another kitty for Chris.
Okay. Well, it's always a risk. It's always a risk because we have such a wonderful mix now that we have. You know, when we got Bunsen, we just had Bunsen. We had no idea. Then we got Beaker, and we were like, oh, this is great. We have our bear and our golden wolf. And then I had to have Ginger. I just had to have her. So she was thrown into the mix. But she did really, really well. And then Bernoulli came. And then, oh boy, he was mauling Ginger. It was a lot. I'm actually wearing my it's been 0 days shirt today of the Ginger maulings. More maulings. Everybody wanted more maulings.
We're crazy for that. But that's why people may be watching us right now on Instagram and Facebook, is that blew up our account. Like, we always had a really big Twitter account. But the Ginger Bernoulli saga just blew us to the stratosphere. We have, that's why we have 200, just about 300,000 followers on Instagram and 360,000 followers on Facebook. And then when that stopped happening, that's where Chris is going, more maulings, because people wanted more maulings.
People were, and of course we didn't want more maulings. We wanted everybody to get along. We did not. We wanted everybody to get along. Yes. And then Bernoulli matured, well, ish. He has matured a bit. And then with Ginger gone, we were like, oh. And then we got Bricks, and I don't know, he just has fit in so great at our house. But if you add another one, you just never know. You just never know. So we're very content with what the animals we have right now.
There's a question on the thing from Facebook. Do you see it there, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. Who was the most excited when Bricks joined the pack?
Well, I don't know.
You were. You stalked Bricks for like a month. You were like a dog with a bone. You saw his photo and he was coming up for adoption, and you didn't let that little kitty go. And I'm so thankful that you stuck with that
Persevered. Yeah.
you stuck with that rescue organization. And then when we went to go see him, you were just like beside yourself with how friendly and cute and cuddly the little guy was. You kept saying over and over again, he's perfect, which was really sweet. Yeah,
he was so perfect.
Yeah,
I went over to meet him, and I just fell in love with him instantly. And he came over and he snuggled and he was so cute and he was purring. So I went over and met him first, and then we wanted to make sure that he had long enough hair. And you might say, well, that's weird. Why would you want him to have long enough hair? Because of Jason's allergy. So if he's on the food that binds to the FeLD1 protein, then Jason has a higher success of being able to live with the cat, any cat. So Ginger is on the food with the FeLD1 that binds to her FeLD1 protein. And longer haired cats tend to do better with people with allergies. Also, I thought maybe he looked a little bit Siberian, and those cats, if they're, they can be hypoallergenic. Nothing is truly hypoallergenic, but definitely reduces, they have less of the FeLD1 to shed. But anyway, we just love him, and I was super excited to get him. And then when Jason came to meet him, he came running right over to you, and your heart melted too.
Oh yeah, instantly. He came streaking to me. I picked him up and he flipped over on his back and he's like just biting my thumb.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe how cute he was. Yeah.
Now we did have some reservations. We've never had a kitten before, like a kitten. Yeah. And we have massive dogs that maybe don't have body awareness of where their feet are. So I was very vigilant about protecting him from the dogs running around. And like at night, we crated him for a long time. Well, basically until Gord came to live with us. And then all bets were off. No one's in the crate. Everybody's running around. it's a gong show.
Because now Brick sleeps with me, which is so cute.
Yeah.
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 All right. Question from Janice, or maybe it's a comment. Jason, your stories are so well written and touching. You really get the whole essence of pets, our impact on them and their impact on us. Thank you. Aw, thank you. I do like writing. We may have an exciting development on that in about a year. So keep your about that writing thing. Vivian says, love to have some science content around bite power when you come up for air. Right. Okay, sure. You betcha. Like, it's interesting, the different dog breeds and how hard they can bite. And it's just so fascinating because they can bite so hard and they're just so gentle with us. Jen says more kitties for the win.
Oh, Jen loves cats.
Yeah. Didn't Chris always choose Bernoulli? Didn't Chris also choose Bernoulli?
Yeah. Okay. So that happened. Jason was creating PowerPoints to get a dog, and he wanted a Newfoundland dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, the drool is a deal breaker for me. And like, not that we were talking about it at all. Like, we weren't really talking about it. But then my colleague said, hey, did you see the puppies on another colleague's Facebook page? And I said, no. And then so I had a look and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to find out a little bit more about these. But just to find out more, just to ask some questions. So I texted the other colleague, and it turned out her brother, their burners had babies, and they were always planning on doing one set, one litter. Is that what it's called with the dogs? Yes. What is it called? Anyway, so they were always just going to do one. And so I got her brother's phone number and I gave him a call, and we actually, I talked to him and I got lots of information. And then you and I, we went and got cannolis. Well, you got carrot cake and I got a cannoli.
Okay.
And we sat and we talked about it, about, hey, what about this? Like, this is now becoming more solid, more real. And then we drove 12 hours round trip to meet the dogs and to meet the family. And they're so kind and so amazing. And yeah, so now it's gone full circle, because 2 weeks ago we ran into my former colleague and she was so happy to see Bernoulli. And she was going to, she took some pictures and she's going to send them to her brother. Yeah. But yeah, I picked Bernoulli. And that's a lot of heaviness to put on someone, because I was like, what if I picked the wrong puppy?
But you didn't.
We did it.
One.
Yeah.
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 Danielle, yeah, I agree. Love the cute, but I miss fun facts with Bernoulli. Yeah, I want to do them again. They take a lot of work. Like doing a minute and 50-second fun fact with Bernoulli is like, a couple hours of work to get all the voices and research the facts and shoot the dogs. So it's a lot of work, and I just need a little bit more time. But yeah, I want to get back to doing, more science content for sure. Megan says there's no such thing as the wrong puppy. Aw. Any comments on Twitter, Chris?
That's true. I'm just looking. Tia said that the party was possum, Bunson's birthday party. And then Perdita says, a Newfie, good grief, you will need to expand the house.
I know.
That's true. That's true. They are massive dogs. There was a Newfie at the vet when I took Bunsen on. Oh, hello. Hello, everybody. We're trading. I got trading spaces. I got Bernoulli now. There was a massive Newfie at the vet on Tuesday when I went with Bunsen.
I'll get Bunsen over here.
Oh, and then Susan asked a really good question. When Brix had the digestive issues, I thought that you had to change his food. Is he back on the Live Clear food now? So yes, in the morning we feed him the Live Clear food, and we add a little bit of water to it. And then in the evening we give him canned food. That's not part of that line. It's the Tiki Cat. And what that does is it provides all that moisture for him. So we're kind of doing a little bit of a hybrid model right now with Brix, to make sure that there's no issues again with his digestive tract, that he's pooping regularly. And I check. I'm a little bit obsessed with it, just to make sure that he goes to the bathroom. And it's so funny. He alerts that he has to go to the bathroom. So upstairs, we have to keep everything closed off. So there's a litter box in the turret room. There's a litter box in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. So 2 litter boxes upstairs, but the doors have to be closed. Otherwise, the other dogs might get in there and go for a snack, which is disgusting, awful. But downstairs, they're open. But upstairs, if we're spending more time upstairs, he's upstairs. And then what he'll do is he'll alert at the door and cry. And it's like, oh, do you have to go to the bathroom? What a good boy. He's almost better than the dogs.
Almost.
Just kidding. Bunsen's like the rock star alerter to go to the bathroom.
He is. Janice asked, do you write the cute songs that you put with the pet videos? Yep, I do. I write those. Bridget says, The Wrong Puppy sounds like a great title for a kid's book. Okay. It feels like you Bunsen burners are an extension of our family. Aw, thank you. Kidney for Cameron Cartwright on Facebook. And Jen says, love the Tiki Cat for cats with BM issues. Yeah. Well, Brix freaking loves Tiki Cat. It's his favorite is foods. he goes mental for it. Crazy.
he cries. He climbs your arm. He meows.
And Van Life with Lily says, I just discovered your page. Love it. Thank you. Okay, I think we're out of stories of the week. Do we want to go to, if anybody on audio wants to come up to talk, Chris?
Yeah, I will check. I'm just here I am checking. No one has requested to speak, but you can on audio request to speak. And if we are familiar with your account, we will let you up. And if we're not familiar, then we'll do a little bit of super sleuthing, checking what your profile and what you're all about.
It's getting a little bit of my clothes from when we lived down here in the back. Sorry about that, everybody. They're clean. They're just hanging over there. They're just clean. They're clean. They're just hanging over there.
Well, that's okay. I have a whole bunch of Adam stuff in here. He brought stuff from when he was in the so from his apartment back here, and he's just put it in here, and it's always a surprise. It's always a surprise when Adam comes home, because what else has he put in here that's magically showed up? They only have a little bit of room in their apartment. It's kind of a small place, and there's 4 people and 3 cats living in that apartment. So anything that's not necessary, I guess, gets to come home.
So we have Susan who came up to speak. So everybody who's watching live, you will hear Susan's voice. She's on audio on Twitter, and then we'll get to other questions. So if you have some other questions, type them up while we're waiting. Hi, Susan, go ahead.
Susan, you're just muted.
You'll just have to unmute yourself, Susan, if you want to speak. Okay. All right, we'll go to Susan dropped down. We'll go to Jen. So again, hello, Jen. And for everybody listening, Jen will speak on audio.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Chris and Jason.
Hi.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I hear you both have the cough that we've all had, which isn't fun. But with Brix and all the issues, I guess you've had funny story. So my cat Miley is 17, 18 and kidney disease. And so 6 months later, finally figured out the kidney disease wasn't the big issue. Is that she was only 1/3 of a colon, if you can believe that.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So long story short, and another, we had to, she had to have her glands drained, which wasn't in her advantage in terms of keeping the diarrhea in. Long story short, so she's been not liking the kidney food. And literally 3 days ago, I went into PetSmart and was there for about an hour, Googling things you can get your cat to eat that have these issues. And apparently this Tiki Cat brand is the best. So I bought some stuff, mixed it up with her food, and she's eating again. So I'm glad to hear that's working for Brix. It makes me feel a bit better.
Yeah. So Jen.
Yeah.
So I first heard about the Tiki Cat through a Google search as well. And then I went to our local Bone and Biscuit, and Josh there, he's very knowledgeable about all things nutrition. He's very passionate about, good health in both dogs and cats. And he actually recommended the Tiki Cat. And so we've been on it. And then PetSmart actually has really good prices for it. Like I got a 3-pack, buy 2, get 1 free. And I'm obsessed with buying anything for Brix. So buy 2, get 1 free was good enough for me. And we really, really like it.
Yeah. And I don't want to push a certain brand, but it's low phosphorus. So it's good for older animals and older cats and things like that. So anyway, that's my update. And I hope everything gets fixed up with Brix. But it was very reassuring to hear that you're using that brand as well. Anyway, thanks for letting me talk. Good to always hear you.
Thanks, Jen. Yeah, we're not getting any promotion for talking about Tiki Cat. Like if someone thinks, oh,
we should.
We're spokespeople. No. What we do is we find things that work really well for us. And if we do find something, we definitely share about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree. Same here. Okay.
And like, if you're interested with our like our social media account size, everybody, I get emails every day from companies that want us to do something for them. And I turn all of them away, except for very few because they don't make sense. Like there's this gambling website that wanted us to partner with them. I was like, are you crazy? We're not going to do some like Bunsen gambling video for this gambling website. So
anyway. No, so I totally agree. And the thing is, there might be other brands that are good for other things. Right.
Yeah.
But for these sort of viral issues and stuff like this, I was surprised. And I'll be honest, when I saw, I'd never heard of it before 3 days ago. And I looked at it and I was like, this looks like really fancy food, or something that isn't well regulated or whatever. And literally I was texting in the store and looking it up online, and it has the best nutritional value for the particular situation. So, anyway. Yeah. So.
All right, thanks, Jen. We have Burke Arat, Bernoulli, love following from Turkey. So hello. Somebody named Lisa Lasarius. I think, sorry if I said that wrong. Brix laptop for the win. Yeah, that was a really fun purchase that Chris got. And then there's a question on screen. Do you think Brix will want to walk on his own walks now that it's warmer? What do you think, Chris?
No. He goes out on the little log, and the minute Bernoulli jumps in the pond and then comes and shakes all over him, Brix goes right into his backpack.
Yeah. He's like, the outside world is kind of big and scary. I'm going to go back to my backpack. And then he just kind of like does this thing.
Yeah.
He just kind of like peeks over the top. Yeah,
you're doing an exact Brix.
It's very cute.
Impersonation. I almost mistook you for Brix.
Oh, Robin says maybe we should sign a deal, some kind of like shilling influencer deal with that gambling website. I can see it now. Pull the moose leg on the slot machine. So like the moose leg is the slot machine, and it's like ching 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 fish. Ching, 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 like, how they come up, like you get 5 moose legs, a moose leg comes out of the machine.
Oh, and then pretty soon we're going to have our own moose leg toys for dogs that we could do it with. We could like pretend, and then Bunsen's pulling down the moose leg, and then ching, ching, ching. I can just see it now with our tech savvy. And then, wouldn't it be funny just to have like a whole slide of moose legs come out? We could do it. We could do it. I can see it now too. Thank you for the suggestion.
Sadly, I deleted the email because they were quite insistent. So I said, no, thank you. Thank you for thinking of us. But bye. And then they kept wanting to work with us. So I deleted them.
Oh. Jason. It would have been.
Jackpot is 3 spines. Bridget says, what about spines? Yes.
Oh, yes. That was horrific. Finding the spine.
Yeah, we do. We have what we also say to brands is, if you're curious how we run things, is before we agree to do anything, we have to have hands-on with the product. So it has to work and it has to be rugged, or it has to like be useful. And if it is, that's when we agree to work with them. Because we've had like there's lots of times that we've gotten stuff and we're like, oh, this is not a good product. And I tell the brand I will pay to mail it back to you. We'll be good that way. Like we don't want just like free stuff. If it's if it's good and we use it, we'll do a video or we'll sign some kind of deal. But the worst one was a company sent us this thing that I thought would be really good. So I was really excited about it. It was a leash, and then at your hand, it was like this water container. So you could have like your water on the walk, like the leash was your water bottle. And it was awful. The leash was like crazy cheap. It looked like it was going to break. And then the water thing leaked everywhere.
Everywhere.
So, yeah. So I'm really glad like we didn't. That's what makes me now want to always have hands on with the product and not do any sight unseen kind of like product stuff. And that cuts down a lot of the brands because they kind of want you just to like do the thing regardless of if it's good or not. And we don't roll that way. The backpack with Wild Path, that's something we're really proud to partner with, because that Brix's backpack is awesome. Canada Pooch with the snow pants and all of the gear that they sent us, it's all awesome stuff. So like when it works for us, we're really happy to talk about those companies. So yep.
So I'm wondering if Kathy Zerker went to Dorothy's Bakery.
Oh,
Kathy Zerker's in the chat from Minnesota and the Twin Cities, the twins. Anyway, there's a Dorothy Ann Bakery there, and she was going to go. We had a whole big talk about it.
yeah. I don't understand what's going on with that. So you're excited.
Okay. I am. Oh, Kathy's requested.
Okay. Well, Kathy's coming up. There was a question about where we live in Canada. We live in Alberta, Canada. So Western Canada. Western Canada is still very far away from the ocean. Oh, we could do unboxing videos of spines. Okay. Oh, I don't think Kathy came up to speak, Chris.
Oh, I invited her. She's a listener.
Twitter is,
like Jason says, Twitter is held together by glue and popsicle sticks.
Yeah, it is kind of an unreliable place. That's okay. All right. Well, I don't think I have any other. Oh, a question. Can you teach the dog to live together with cats?
Susan.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, Susan in the chat said I'm going to try again, but what I wanted to say is a kid's book is a great idea. And she said that in the chat when we were talking about you as a writer. And then she said that she couldn't seem to get off mute. So maybe Kathy's having that same problem. Mm-hmm. And then Susan said, I love Kitty Laptop. And yeah, so
I've brought Susan back up again. So go ahead and see if you can get off mute, Susan. And Kathy's requesting too, Chris.
Okay, it's Kathy. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can. Hi, Kathy.
Yay. Yeah, it was a Twitter glitch of some sort. Chris, I'm sorry I haven't been there yet. I'm hoping this next week to get there because it's not too far from a nursery that we're going to go to get a bunch of plants.
Okay.
And so for sure, I would absolutely, if I had gone, I would have sent you photos.
Okay.
But I want to thank you because I found that Chat's Family stuff. It's so good. Chat's dad, Chat.
Oh, sorry, Chris had to leave for some reason.
I had to pick up the litter box that's on the floor in here, that Jason put on the floor in here, because it's on the floor in here. And you know who else is on the floor in here? Yes, the Chat Fam with Dylan and Suzanne. And they're so amazing, so positive, and talk about all sorts of issues, about just life, the universe, and everything.
I couldn't get over it. And he's a lawyer. I mean,
yeah,
he's just so entertaining with his cup of coffee in the car.
Yeah, and she's a professor.
Oh, she is. Oh,
yeah. And they met at the debate club.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I wanted to thank you for that because they're right here in Minnesota and I would never have known about them except for you. But I promise you, I will go to the bakery the day that I go to the nursery.
Okay, thank you. I'm so excited. Yeah, for those of you listening, Chats Fam is Dylan and Suzanne, and they, like Kathy said, are from Minnesota. And then he talks about the trials and tribulations of all things. And one of the funniest videos is when he was locked in a closet. It's one of his first viral videos, and he thought he wasn't going to get out. And it was in his law firm, and it's just so funny. His battery is dying on his phone. Yeah, it was quite good.
Yes, and the other thing I like, their kids must be young, I think, and
yeah,
they just don't show them on social media because that's what they decided to do with their kids. Which being in an urban area is probably a really good idea.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll report back to you, Chris.
Okay. Thanks, Kathy.
Okay.
And enjoy the trip to the nursery.
And then just a reminder, Chris, Susan looks like she's off mute, so maybe she can speak.
Hi, Susan.
I think I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't get on before, but definitely. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Piglet, the deaf-blind pink puppy.
Nope.
Well, she's on social media too, but she's a vet and she has this dog, and she wrote this book, and it's done really well, and she does school visits. But deaf, I think that you guys should think about that because, like I would think about like starting with Bunsen and then like progress through your dog, your current dog history, because I think it could do really well. And I'm retired now, but I'm a school librarian, and I think that could be a really good series of books, especially if you did it for like, I don't know how you do it in Canada, but like leveled readers, like the lower leveled readers. I think that it could be really popular.
Well, we can't say much about what's going on, Susan, but we're working towards that, we'll just say. And we may have some very, very exciting news in about a year. We'll see. But
yeah, well, right now, I don't know how familiar you are with book publishing, but like it takes, if you get accepted for a book and you write it, it takes like at least 18 months before it comes out.
Yep. That's what we're hinting at.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we can't say too much though.
Besides being a librarian, I also worked part-time at a bookstore. So like I know kind of both sides of the deal.
Yeah.
But I think I really think that it could do well.
We think so too, and there's lots of stories to tell. And we would jump at the chance to do that. So
yeah, like the getting Bunsen saving the dog. That would be a really great one. But just a lot of things that you guys have done have been good books for younger kids.
I agree, Susan. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. And in the chat, Tia said, Piglet is the coolest dog. I met him once at PetCon.
Oh wow.
So
Y-
that's
yeah.
cool.
Now people don't know what you're saying. Are you saying chats fam? Like what is this you're saying? Chats fam? Is that a
Chats
handle?
fam.
Like is that how you
Yes.
say it? Is that it?
Yes. And Dylan goes by Dad Chats.
Okay.
And they're on Instagram if you're not on Facebook, because that's where I can find them.
People say Piglet is adorable. That's cute. Momo the boat says hi Jason, hi Chris. Well, hello. Okay,
Hello.
I think we should probably start wrapping up, Chris.
Sure. That sounds like a good idea.
I just can't shake this cough. Like I breathed in a whole bunch of grass dust. I was blowing the mower off to like do a whole bunch of maintenance. Like I had to check the transmission fluid and I put some of that in there and I just inhaled all of this dust and I've been coughing all day. So I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. And I've been coughing a few times tonight. So
Well, also, spoiler alert, you are allergic to bricks.
oh, well, just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Well, I think we'll wrap up Pet Chat here. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for spending the hour with us. It's been a lot of fun sharing the stories of the week and taking your questions. We're back usually every Saturday, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Eastern with Pet Chat. And we're going to have a little bit of a breather next week because we've got a long weekend. So I don't know if we're going to spend that making more content or just relaxing. But yeah, I'd like to get back and doing a little bit more science stuff. That's my goal this week. Over to you, Chris.
Thank you, everybody, for coming to our Pet Chat and sharing in our joys with our pets and sharing your stories. I would like to wish happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. Also, like I've lost my mom and Jason's lost his mom, so mothers that are in heaven or no longer with us. And I also want to, like address that some people wanted to be mothers and it didn't quite happen. So I want to say that I'm thinking of you on Mother's Day that's coming up tomorrow.
And to all the dog mums and cat mums too.
There you go. And lizard mums and turtle mums.
And horse mums and cow mums. And
that might be
goldfish
our
mums.
next one. Highland cows might be our next thing.
Oh, and speaking of shilling, because people were asking about books, we wrote books. We've written books. We have them on our store. If you want to pick up Fun Facts with Bernoulli or Text from Bunsen, like it's something that we did. So you don't have to wait for this nebulous thing I was talking about. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
See you. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.